Hey, I'm Mike Baccarella, and today we're going to take a look at how Jimmy Wyble used Counterpoint to enhance his chord voicings. Let's take a look. If you're not familiar with who Jimmy Wyble is, I highly recommend you check him out. He's a guitar player that kind of very much did his own thing in the jazz world with his counterpoint ideas. He has a handful of books available that you can get. The books have various arrangements of tunes and etudes, and what I played in that intro is his first etude. He only did a handful of recordings as a leader, but if you can find them, I would definitely recommend checking him out. He's absolutely incredible. So I played etude number 1, and I want to point out that every single measure of the etude is something worth exploring because every single measure is a treasure trove of ideas. We're going to look at just one measure's worth of material here. So that's what he plays first thing in the piece after he just ends the C7 arpeggio. And what this is an F major 7. So when he plays this F major 7, he's splitting it into two voices. There's a treble voice and then a bass voice. The treble voice is just holding the third throughout the entire chord. The bass voice is moving like this. And when you play those two together, you get this. Now, that's a cool little thing in itself, but we can explore that and really take it and make it a part of our playing. And if we move this voicing up an octave, we get this, which is, the kind of garden variety F major 7 that everyone knows. 8th fret, 5th string, 10th fret, 4th string, 9th fret, 3rd string, 10th fret, 2nd string. So I can do that same phrase here. The top voice is just the third, and you're going to hold that with your pinky in this case. The bottom voice is going from root, flat 5, 5, 6, 7, and then back down to the root. Whenever you get to a chord tone on that bass voice, I want you to hold it. So once we get to that 5th, we're going to hold it. Once you get to the 7th, we're going to hold it, and then put the root back down. So it's kind of like you're gradually building the chord voicing up. Now let's take this and let's run this through the chord scale. So I'm going to move this to the key of C. Now I'm going to go up to the second chord in this, in C, D minor. So when I do that, I'm doing the same exact order of intervals. So the treble voice is holding the third. In this case, rather than use my pinky like I did for the major 7, I'm going to use my third finger. And the bass is doing the same thing. Root, flat 5, 5, 6, 7, back to the root. And we're just going to adjust that to fit whatever chord it is. So in this case, it's a flat 7th. And because it's a 2 chord, it has a major 6. Let's move up to the 3. Now this is the same, except for now we have a flatted 6, because this would be the Phrygian part of the scale, right? And you don't have to think modally about this. That might be too much thinking. But just try to make sure it fits the key of C major. So we got to pull back to the C here. Then we go up to the 4, which is F major 7. No changes there. 5, which is G7. So we're just going to make sure we flat the 7th when we get there. The 6 is A minor 7. Again with the flatted 6th. And the 7, B minor 7 flat 5. So in that case, we're going, because before we went root, flat 5, 5. In this case, the chord has a flat 5. So we're going root, 4, flat 5, flat 6, flat 7. Because we got to make sure it fits the scale, right? And back up to C major. This is an incredibly cool little tool to use. When I'm playing solo guitar and I land on a third for the melody, I tend to do this lick quite a bit, probably more than I should, to kind of enhance and add motion to the bottom of the chord. Now you can take this another string set. So we can take it here. So I can use So you can move this around and get a lot of use out of this. Now, as far as picking goes, you can hybrid pick this and pick the third with your middle finger and then pick everything with your pick. Now, most of the time, I play all finger style. And so to do that, I pick the first note with my thumb and my middle finger, and then all the other bass motion I just alternate index and middle. I hope you'll take this idea and run with it. I've gotten a lot of use out of it. And like I said, I hope you check out Jimmy Wyble and start looking at some of his etudes and arrangements because, like I said, every single measure is an incredible wealth of ideas. So thanks for checking out the lesson. Keep practicing. See you next time.